Is there going to be a new Queen of Chaos in the Power Rangers universe? Yes, today we're going to be talking all about Santaura, what we know up to this point, and what we think could happen going forward into Season 2 of Power Rangers Dino Fury. Let's break it down. Hit that intro.
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the fan club. It's your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Welcome to the show, man. We love you guys, and if you appreciate the content, you like these videos, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You can also hit that super thanks button right next to the share button. Help your boy out, goes a long way, helps us on this daily video grind. Let's get into this video. This is dedicated to Santaura, the girl in the test tube, the girl in the little pod that's just floating, that we've seen several times now throughout season 1, but we have not at all seen her actually wake up. She was moving, and towards the end now, if you guys have seen the spoilers, there is a couple spoilers in here, so go the next video or go a couple minutes more in, okay? So we know that she's in the test tube, but towards the end, we know that Void Knight gives her morphing grid life, like straight up, like it gives her power from the morphing grid to go in there, and she was moving. Now, it didn't look like she was waking up, but towards the end, she was kind of moving a little bit. At the last scene, she's coming, guys, and there's a lot of questions to where does she fit? Where does this character fit within the Power Rangers story? And how are they going to adapt the characters from the Sentai? So we have a few characters that I know you fans out there have been telling me for a long time now who you think it is. Obviously, we've done a video about Araz and how Santaura could be that character. That there is, you know, a very good theory on that. She's super powerful, but also she was almost like had God type abilities. So I'm a little like concerned on how they're gonna make that work, but they could. I bet they could. Now the question is, if they did have Araz or Precious, what exactly, how would you bring them in? So would Santaura be just evil from the get-go, or is Santaura a normal person that gets corrupted? You know what I'm saying? Like if maybe she's super powerful, maybe she, like when she got tapped into the morphing grid, maybe she has superpowers now, but something goes wrong. There's a lot of different questions within that story that make us believe that Santaura could be the villain that turns Void Knight into the anti-hero. Like, so either the Brown Knight, Brown Ranger, whatever you're going with there. There is a belief, and I've been saying it forever, the way that they make Void Knight out to be is they make him out to be bad, but they don't make him out to be evil, if that makes any sense. Now you got people out here doing stupid things, robbing, like doing crazy things in the real world, right? But like, are you evil enough to really hurt somebody, really hurt a kid, really do that crazy stuff? You feel me? There's an evil, and then there's people doing bad things for good reasons. Like, I'm just saying, I mean, I've seen homies, people do bad things, be stealing, selling, you know, stuff, doing stuff, but it was for the intention to help. I'm not saying it was right by any means, but I get it. That's what Void Knight's trying to do, baby. He's trying to hustle one time and get his loved one back, and he doesn't care who stands in the way if you're Power Rangers, you're Sporix, whatever, I don't care. Either you're on my team or you're against me. I'm gonna use this Sporix to power up my machine. And it's kind of funny because Void Knight could have probably just used the range, like he could have probably got some help from the Rangers if he wasn't just a crazy and came on in there. But that's like, he is a man on a mission. And that when your back is against the wall, you do some crazy stuff, and I love that. That's a real that's a real life story. That not everybody, some of us are blessed that now I'm in a position everything's legal, baby. We're in a great situation. You can come, Uncle Sam, check me out, or the police, we good. Like we're all straight. But I get it. And it's like Void Knight is doing everything. He's breaking laws, baby, but he's gonna bring his girl back. And at the end of the day, he'll pay for his sins. He'll do his time, or he'll probably just help out the Rangers. And when Santaura goes evil, which I'm thinking there's a lot of different plots how she could go evil. Okay, we know that Lord Zed is around. We know that Slither, Mucus. There's so many different villains within here that, what about Regal? Is he actually dead? I was thinking about that the one day. There's so many things that you could do to make Santaura evil, corrupt her, put a spell on her. Like I don't know how that exactly going to happen. But remember that when she was in the tank, she got hit with like powers from the morphing grid. She got hit with that energy. So I don't know, something about that you gotta write that down and watch that, because she got hit with morphin energy. Think about that, guys. Like the Rangers just tap into the morphin energy. They don't usually get and I bet someone out there is going to have an awesome theory to tell me I'm wrong. But normally you're not just injecting morphin energy into yourself. You know what I mean? That was kind of an extreme. So I hope that they don't need to talk too much about that, but make her super powerful and be like, well, we did give her, she's got morphin energy in her. She's a beast. So, and then that makes a whole storyline where Void Knight basically becomes good and he helps the Rangers. And at some point he gets defeated. We don't know if they're gonna straight kill him like they did in the Sentai, but we know something fun's going to happen. Okay, I'm not for sure 100% how they're gonna do that storyline, especially for a kid's show. But now that it's gonna be a Netflix original, I think they could make it a little bit more crazy. Like Netflix, now not all of them, obviously they have a decent preschool lineup, but some of their shows that be selling toys like action figures and stuff, like your Masters of the Universe, your Transformers, those type of shows, they're actually pretty well put together. I know, they're cartoons, but we should have an opportunity to kind of get some really good, maybe backstories, a little bit of drama, look, real life problems and real life threats. You know what I mean? And that might be a whole nother show that they're working on, like we've talked about. So we're not gonna really, talk about that too much, but maybe just even the show. But honestly, they've already touched on a lot of real talking points. Some of the really awesome episodes had character backstories, and years ago these just would have been pure filler episodes because they were the teach a lesson episode, and you got a lot of those in Power Rangers. But some of these lessons are really good, man. Like realizing when you can't do something and asking for help. Like Izzy had an episode that was about that. She, like, how many times do we not want to admit that we're either wrong or we don't know what the heck we're doing? It happens in life. We get so caught up in thinking everything, like, in our heads, me, and we think we're good at everything sometimes. You got to take a step back like that and ask for some help. Don't be scared of that. That was a really good, like, they talk of these episodes. The backstories have been awesome, the character progression, but just the messages have been good. And they've been a little bit different. I like it though. They did one of when all the Rangers are like angry, sad, happy. It was cool, man. I like the way that Power Rangers is going, and they could take that to another level on Netflix. Tell me I'm wrong. That they could spice it up even more and make it, you know, crazy. Because this season has been one of the best first seasons from top to bottom that I have seen in a long time. And some people act like, yo, you don't criticize the show. I criticize the show. I just haven't as much lately. Like, there's a reason for it. Like, and I know this makes some people mad, but I was not a big fan of Ninja Steel, how they put it together. I really liked the cast. The cast was dope. I just wasn't a fan of that show. I feel like the writing, a lot of the things just kind of pissed me off. And it wasn't because of straight up because of the writing team. I think a lot of the writing team might be on the Dino Fury. It was the way that they wanted the episodes to look, the way that they wanted the season to look. It was the ideas, and everything that they put together I felt like was garbage. And it wasn't that, how do I say this? It wasn't that they were doing a bad job, because at the end of the day, Saban was their boss. He wanted it this way. He straight up said that when he brought it back, we're going back to the 90s. I'm taking it back to the 90s, okay? He said that. He did that. When they were working with Saban, they had so much filler, so much of this stupid comedy, the Bulk and Skull, but not Bulk and Skull. It was not fun, man. And it was trying to feel, it felt forced. Like you're trying to force the old back to the new, but it doesn't, it's not organic. And that's not even the stuff the new kids like these days. So the same process that got you on in the 90s is not going to get you on in 2021. And that's with anything. That's with business. That's with TV, with music. Like, you can talk all day. Any entertainment field, you have to keep on innovating. And as someone like me who is every weekend DJing weddings, and during the week I make YouTube videos for you guys, I'm trying to innovate. And that's what this stuff is all about. Let's take you back to the whole point, because I just start rambling. But Santaura could be one of the biggest villains that we've seen based on Ara's power level in the Sentai. So they have clips of her doing some crazy stuff, all right? So I'm a little, I don't know, like, does Zed try to do something crazy? Because if anyone's going to do something crazy, it's going to be Zed. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. So I could talk about this all day. I love Santaura. I love the character. In the first year that we've seen her, she's just been in a pod, but there's so much that you can break into. And now that they have built up these characters, have given them really good backstories, and we know the ins and outs of these characters. We kind of know all of their personality traits, who they work best with, all of that fun stuff, because they took their time with developing the core 5, and then they hit you with the gold. And really it was perfect, because you got the core 3 right away, and then they gave you a bunch of green and black Ranger, and then they brought back a pink Ranger episode, a couple blues. Like, now I think I think I want to see Javi get a little bit more time in season 2 now that we've developed the characters. But honestly, everyone's been developed pretty well. I think the only one that maybe gets a little bit more spotlight time or deserves it is Javi, because I felt like the first 4 or 5 episodes he was in it, he was just kind of like a key member, but not the main piece. So, you know, it's stuff like that. Even one of his first Focus episodes, it was just like they were taking their time on Javi and building him up. So I'm excited about this character. Are you guys excited about Santaura? I think that she's gonna be an awesome villain. If she's a villain, I don't see her just being like a regular civilian when she wakes up. I don't know. Does she join the Rangers? I don't know. I don't know what the chances are. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love you guys. Thanks for watching the Fan Club, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and also hit that notification bell to stay in the algorithm. Do you guys support the Fan Club? You want to help us make our next episode and keep this show running? Well, check out our brand new Fan Club t-shirts. These are on our Square site. Go check that out. Go check us out on all social media platforms. And thank you for rocking with us, guys.